Hi there, this is Åsa with a new process video. Today I'm making use of my new frames and this old paper from Bella Boulevard. And if you were really fast there, you saw that this is a 2008 paper and it's been in my stash ever since. I haven't been hoarding it, I shouldn't say so, but I have had trouble using it. It's a similar case that I had with those Imaginous papers with an autumn theme a while back. They are really pretty, and I get really inspired by these artistic kind of trees, but it's so bold in the pattern, or the decorations on in the pattern are so large that it's really hard to use. It easily takes over the whole layout. Today I'm working with two photos that are they have very little information. It's basically my two kids, and they are holding hands crossing the streets. They are going over to their grandparents who live across the street from us. And before they left, I told them, when you cross the street, hold hands. They did. It was really sweet, and I stood in the window and I took these photos, and it's just one of those lovely moments, I think. They are going over to their grandparents for just an afternoon of playing and spending time together. And my daughter is carrying her huge teddy polar bear and bear. Sorry, no beer involved whatsoever. Polar bear. And since the photos have so little information, I thought that it was appropriate to highlight the kids by putting them inside a frame. And the frames are from the Simple Stories pumpkin spice collection. Really sweet frames that goes with many different collections. I will be mixing in some of the cards from the pumpkin spice collection because I really love them. I wanted to highlight those as well because for example, that window that you see there to the side with the flowers at the bottom, I thought that was really for this layout, since I'm looking out through the window, and yeah, you understand. And then that acorn there with I'm Nuts About You sentiment, I think it's also very sweet. Now it's this paper problem. I have sped this part of the video up to ×8 because it took pretty much forever to make. And first of all, I'm cutting off a huge part of the paper, and I will be using kind of half of it on a diagonal, and because I thought that was what was enough. I couldn't cover the whole page with these trees, so instead I just wanted to tone down the tree pattern and the uniformness of the trees, because they are very much lined out apart from each other, and they are very strictly placed on the pattern. So I cut out some of the trees that I had cut off, and you can call that a diagonal. Now it's happening. And I'm just cutting around the trees now to form like a nice border on the top of this piece that I have cut off. So that will be my pattern paper on this page, and I will be mounting it on like craft colored background paper. It's a cardstock in craft. So this is the base of the page. And now I'm working in my own personal style to fill the page. I don't know why this is so like fundamental in my crafts. I just love to fill the space. I think it's something that I had from art in school, that they wanted you to fill the whole paper when you were working with watercolors, and it kind of stuck. I remember I realize now that you can do either way, of course, but I think they emphasized a lot on covering the page when I was a kid. There you had our youngest cat. It's Felix, and he loves to be in the middle of everything and play with everything that he finds interesting. So I think he will remain on the layout for a while there, looking to find these score tape, like the covers that is on the tape. He loves to play with those. They are kind of curly. So he will be there for a while. First of all, I thought that I would just place the frames on top of the photos like a highlight and leave the rest of the photo intact. But when I realized that the rest of the photos had no interesting information at all, I cut off that part of the photos. You still see, if you're familiar with this place, you still see the surrounding. You realize immediately where this is taken, and if you are familiar to the surrounding around here, you also realize that it's no huge danger letting these two kids cross the street, because the traffic is yeah, I can't say it's little traffic, but you can see in both directions, far in both directions, so you can see if a car is coming. So they are well trained, my kids, to just stay put if there's a car, if they can see a car. So no danger involved whatsoever, I promise you that. Now I have covered the page with the cards, and I've even placed one more little frame there above the bird, and I've also placed a tree inside the frame. The trees that I fussy cutted out, I have also like scattered around the layout, just to draw the tree pattern out of the base of the paper, and also to kind of they are less obvious when they are cut out, I think, because on the pale background they stand out much more than they do on the cards and on the background. So I'm just making them overlap the cards to form kind of a unity, a whole. I had a little card there where I wanted to write my journaling, so I'm writing what I just told you, that they were going over to their grandparents, and I had told them to hold hand once they crossed the street. And this will also be the thing that I'm like focusing on in my titling. The first card wasn't enough, so I took another card, and I will be layering it above and under the pieces of paper, to just make it a little bit larger, so that I can finish writing my sentence. So that gap there to the left of the tree will no longer be a gap when I'm done. I'm still finding it troublesome to keep to my normal schedule here on YouTube, and it makes me sad, because when I have a publishing day, I always feel much better. I think it's really rewarding with your comments and likes, and it gives me a lot of inspiration for my continuing creativity and my continuing scrapbooking. So it's always my goal to have layouts up every second day, but it's still really dark here, and we have had lousy weather, so it's been really grey, and those things affect me greatly, especially this time of the year. And it's also been a lot of things going on at work. I've felt really tired when I have gotten home, so this week was not one of my favorite one. But now kids have kind of we call it a sports break, and it's basically like a spring break, but it's in the middle of the winter, so it's 1 week off from school, and hubby and I have also taken days off, so he'll be home the whole week, and I'll be home from Wednesday, so we will have some time together, and also some time where we can more focus on the things that we enjoy, and just relax. We kind of need that, I think. And hopefully I will get ahead of my schedule a bit, so that I have more layouts or more videos like ready. And I'm really looking forward to that. I need a break, I must say so. I have had a feeling of needing a break since like last summer, and now it's happening. I cut out like a handwritten kind of font title for this page. It will be Hold My Hand, but in Swedish, Hold Min Hand. And I cut it out in brown, and it had some problem standing out from that busy background, so I traced it all around with my Uniball Signo white gel pen, and it really popped with this effect. And I had a gap there above that like that frame there, and I wanted to add some more titling, so I'm using some small tiny alphas from Studio Calico, and I'm writing "Come Let's Go," and I thought that was a nice, like a second title for the page. Those letters are really tiny, and I have like a needle that I use to move those small dots above the eyes, and I also need to place like dots, but it's really rings, like the one in my name, above two of those A's there. So it's I'm using the needle to move them around. When I had those tiny letter stickers out, I also tried to find some word stickers, and I have found, I think, only 2. So I brought out another sticker pack from me and my big ideas, and I found a couple of tags there that I could use below the word stickers that I found. That documented tab there went with the journaling tag on the frame, so I thought that was really appropriate. I had an empty space there that it filled really well, and another tag. So this is pretty much the finished page. I will just place 3 bright orange hearts across the diagonal of the page, so that it really pops. Oh, it was 4. So here's the finished page. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really happy to be able to show you a layout today on Saturday, and I'm wishing you a very happy weekend. Take care. This is Åsa. Bye.